When you build a bridge, you don't guess how much steel you need. When baking 1,000 cookies, you don't guess the amount of flour. You need a precise plan. In chemistry, that plan is called stoichiometry. It's the math that lets us follow a chemical recipe with absolute precision, predicting exactly how much we'll get from a reaction. At the heart of this recipe is the mole ratio. A balanced equation like 2H2 plus O2 yields 2H2O doesn't just say hydrogen and oxygen make water, it tells us the exact ratio, 2 moles of hydrogen for every 1 mole of oxygen. This ratio is our secret multiplier, the only way to convert from one ingredient to another. Most problems follow a simple 3-step roadmap. You convert the mass of your starting chemical into moles, use the mole ratio to find the moles of the chemical you want to make, and then convert those moles back into mass. The golden rule? You can never convert grams of one thing directly to grams of another. You must cross the mole bridge. But the real world is messy. You rarely have the perfect ratio of ingredients. One will always run out first. That's the limiting reactant. It's the chemical that stops the reaction cold. And even with a perfect plan, spills and side reactions happen. The difference between your calculated maximum, the theoretical yield, and what you actually collect in a beaker, the actual yield, is measured as your percentage yield. This isn't just lab work. In a factory, a 95% yield versus a 90% yield can mean millions of dollars. In your car, an oxygen sensor performs real-time stoichiometry to optimize the air-fuel ratio, saving you gasoline. Stoichiometry isn't just numbers, it's the profound logic that proves our world is organized, predictable, and ultimately knowable.